Have you ever wondered if God could still love you after all you've done? Have you ever felt too far gone to be forgiven? In the Gospel of Luke, chapter 15, verses 11 through 32, Jesus tells a story that answers that question in the most powerful way. It's the story of the prodigal son, a story not just about rebellion, but about love, forgiveness, and the Father's heart for you and me. Jesus said, "There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one said to his father, 'Father, give me my share of the estate.' So the father divided his property between them. The younger son was restless. He didn't want to wait. He wanted freedom, money, adventure. In asking for his inheritance, he was basically saying, 'I want your stuff, but I don't want you.' And yet, the father let him go. Soon after, the son packed up and left for a distant land. There, he wasted everything on wild and reckless living. For a while, it was exciting. He had friends, pleasure, and freedom. But sin never satisfies forever. The money ran out. A severe famine struck. And suddenly, he had nothing. Desperate, he took the only job he could find, feeding pigs. For a Jewish man, this was the lowest of the low. He was so hungry he longed to eat the pig's food, but no one gave him anything. He had hit rock bottom. Then comes one of the most important lines. When he came to his senses, he realized even his father's servants lived better than this. So he prepared a speech in his heart. "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants." Broken and ashamed, he began the long walk home. But while he was still far away, the father saw him. Day after day, he must have been watching, waiting, hoping. And when he saw his son, he didn't wait for him to reach the house. The Bible says, he was filled with compassion. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. Imagine that. The father ran. In that culture, dignified men didn't run. But love doesn't care about dignity. Love runs to embrace the lost. The son began his speech. "Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy." But the father interrupted. He wouldn't even let him finish. Instead, he called to his servants. "Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Kill the fattened calf. Let's celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." And so, the house was filled with music, dancing, and joy. But not everyone was happy. The older brother, who had stayed faithful at home, heard the music and grew angry. He refused to go in. He said, "All these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed, yet you never gave me even a young goat to celebrate with my friends. But this son of yours, who wasted everything, comes home, and you celebrate him?" Can you feel his bitterness, his sense of unfairness? The father went out to him too with the same love. He said, "My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate, because your brother was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found." And that's where Jesus ends the story. The message for us here is that the prodigal son isn't just about 2 brothers, it's about us. Sometimes we're like the younger son, running from God, chasing our desires. Sometimes we're like the older son, resentful, forgetting that grace is a gift. But always, God is like the Father, watching, waiting, ready to run to us the moment we turn back. No matter how far you've gone, no matter what you've done, the Father's arms are open. He's not waiting to condemn you. He's waiting to restore you. So if you've ever felt too far gone, remember Luke 15:11-32. You are never too lost to be found, never too broken to be restored, never too far for the Father to run to you. The prodigal son story is really the story of God's amazing love for you.